What's going on, guys? Welcome back to BlackTideTV, coming at you with more zombies content for the second video of the day. If you missed the first video of the day, it will be linked in the card in the top right corner and in the description down below. That video was all about version 1.15, the newest patch. It just came out for PlayStation 4 today. I'm not sure if it came out for other systems, but it definitely came out for PlayStation 4. And I talked about all the things that happened in that patch as it pertains to multiplayer. Not so much zombies, because I'm not really up to date with all the zombie stuff. I haven't even played Gorod Grovey yet. We're actually going to save that for a live stream coming up very soon. But I talked about all the changes that happened in multiplayer. The Vesper got a nerf. There was some special contracts added. So if you're interested in that, make sure you head over there and check it out. In today's video, we're talking zombies. We're talking Infinite Warfare zombies in particular. We're talking about those mystery boxes that got sent out, what they actually contained. We're talking about the trailer that dropped and a whole bunch of other stuff. I may have to split this into two different videos because it might get pretty lengthy. I haven't written a script. It's just all off the top of my head what I'm thinking about all this right now, and maybe you guys are interested in that. We want to start a conversation with this video, so if you have any opinions, ideas of your own, make sure you leave them in the comment section down below. Now, the gameplay that you're seeing today, before we get into the topics, is a gameplay from Druck. I was playing with 4 guys. It was just a public match, and then of course, everybody dropped out. One person, I believe, I stole the Stormbow at the very beginning of the game because everybody steals the Stormbow on me. So I ran up and I stole the Stormbow right out from under him because he was doing that thing where he like ran up and he activated the electric trap so you can't get through the door and all that bullshit. So I just ran up and I just completely took the Stormbow right out from under his freaking little grubby hands. And he backed out. The other guy recently backed out, like right at the beginning of round 15. I think he must have went down or something like that. So it's just me and this other guy that we were playing. And this gameplay is actually going to be extremely long. We're using this gameplay for a couple... I'm going to use it for a couple videos in the future. I know this intro is taking a long time, but I want to explain all this because my zombies content isn't really the #1 thing on my channel right now. Right now, it's all multiplayer stuff, and we want to get into more zombies because you guys have been asking for more zombies. So this video itself, this gameplay, I went from, it was round 15 to round 30. I'm going to be using it in a couple different gameplays. I'm going to be using it for a couple different topics as we talk a little bit more about zombies in the future. So get familiarized with it because it was a really good gameplay. I think I went like 1,000 kills or something like that between these couple rounds. So it was a lot of fun, and considering there was just the 2 of us, I'm surprised, and we had no contact, I'm surprised we actually got this far. So I'm really happy with this gameplay, and I hope you enjoy the view as we talk about this Infinite Warfare zombie stuff. So getting into the Infinite Warfare zombie stuff, let's talk about the mystery boxes that were sent out. I've made a couple videos on these already, but basically Infinity Ward Activision sent out these special cases. They look like film reel cases. They were completely made out of metal. They had a timer on them. They were locked, and they weren't like you couldn't just unlock them right away. Like you had to wait for the timer to go down, then they got the code or whatever, and then they could get into these boxes, and there was something inside of them. Everyone thought that they were going to be film reels, that they were going to be some kind of thing that you'd have to put on a projector to see the trailer or to see something else. My own personal theory was that they would go all together because they were numbered 1 through 18. I thought that maybe they could go up and put them on a projector, and each of them contained a segment of something for like an Easter egg or something, and each of these guys would have to take their segments in turn and kind of upload them and work together to make this 18-part film into something real. But that's not what they did. Instead, it was incredibly underwhelming what they did. But there was no film reel in the cases. It was just an aesthetical thing, like the way that they did these cases. Funny enough, before we actually get inside the cases, the code, I don't know about any others codes or anything like that. Like I'm not sure about what YouTubers did what, but I only watched the one video, and that was from Prestigious Key. And Prestigious Key, the code that he had to use to get into his lockbox was 11S. And I thought that was kind of funny because it's like so 115, like element 115 from the Treyarch zombies. Like, is that a hint? Is it going to be? I'm not sure if that's the same for all of the zombie or for all the YouTubers that got these film reel cases. So let me know in the comments down below if you watched any of these other guys opening their cases, if it was the same thing or if it was a different code. Because if they were all 11S, that seems like it's like a little hint right there. It's like a little, I don't know. Like, does that mean that the new zombies experience is going to be linked? Because it definitely doesn't seem like it's going to be linked. But moving on, inside of these film reel cases, or what appeared to be film reel cases, was an assortment of goods. A lot of people thought they were going to be film reels. They were they definitely were not film reels, and there was actually something a little bit hidden inside there as well. So basically, they opened up these cases, and the inside was just filled with stuff. A lot of merch. It wasn't necessarily like... It wasn't like perfect merchandise, or like, I guess that's how I would call it. It wasn't merchandise that actually said Call of Duty Zombies across the front or anything like that. It was actually all stuff that's worn by in-game characters in Call of Duty Zombies. So there was t-shirts in there, there was a hat, everything was really bright fluorescent colors. Like, it was 80s themed. There was like some nice freaking Adidas shoes in there, like all kinds of really weird stuff, and it was just very strange about all the things that were inside this case. Like, a lot of really weird, like, I think Prestigious Key got a fanny pack. Like, there was a lot. I'm not sure if everybody got the same merch, or if everyone got different characters' garb, but each character in the actual trailer that we got later was wearing the same outfit. Like, they were each wearing different outfits, but the one outfit for, I think his name was like Poindexter or something like that, he was wearing all of the stuff that Prestigious Key actually got out of his case. So I'm kind of thinking that each different case had different merchandise in it, and had different outfits of the different characters inside the game, but there was basically these outfits that came from in-game characters. That's what was inside the cases. And there was also a tape deck, like a cassette player. And there was a cassette in there, and they played the cassette, and it was like this, it was kind of like a, I don't know, like an audio recording from this director guy, this Wacky Wally, or whatever the hell his name is. I don't know if he's going to be a big player in Zombies in Infinite Warfare, so I'm not getting too attached. I'm not even remembering his name clearly, but this Wacky Wally, or I don't even know what his name is, Wild Wally, whatever. He's this film director where, like, he's like the most world-renowned horror film director. And he had a cassette in there, and that's basically what he said. He's like, "Oh, I make the best horror movies that there are." And then he kind of said, inside this box you'll find whatever, like, you'll find the things that, he's like, "Oh yeah, I want you guys to be like the people that got the cases. He's like, I want you to be in my next horror movie. Inside you'll find like your outfit or your costume for my horror movie." And then that's where we got the costumes that each of the characters in the game actually wear, and they came in the cases. And he said, keep looking through this case, you'll find you'll find something that's hidden, or something like that. I can't remember exactly what he said, but basically he said there's a hidden item somewhere in this case, and you'll have to find it. So of course, being the crazy people that we are, everybody kind of inspected their cases really hard, and at the bottom of the case there was a false bottom. It opened up, and there was a VHS tape in there, and then there was a card that came with it that said, "Oh, if you don't have a VHS player, you have to go to this location." Prestigious Key actually had to go to an EB Games, or not an EB Games, but a GameStop that was close by. And basically they went there, played the VHS tape, and all that was on the VHS tape was the trailer. In my opinion, I'm like, well, that's just like the most anticlimactic freaking thing I've ever seen in my life, because the HD trailer was uploaded to Call of Duty's channel like an hour later. So they went through all of this trouble sending this box out to all of these YouTubers and giving them this fancy quest and stuff that they had to go on to go and find a VHS player so they could watch this VHS tape, and nothing was even on it but a trailer. The same trailer that just got uploaded to YouTube an hour later. Like, I don't know. It was just like the most anticlimactic thing ever. And it's just kind of, it's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, what? Why? Why did they go through all that trouble just to get the trailer on a VHS tape of all things? Like, VHS, really? But I get it. That's the whole thing is themed, like 80s themed, like cassette players and VHS, and they've got all this crazy fluorescent kind of outfits and all this kind of stuff. So it's definitely 80s themed, and I kind of get what they did, why they did the VHS thing. But again, it's like almost entirely pointless why they would do that. Like, for no reason, really, because the trailer came out like an hour later. So they didn't even, like, most of these guys that got this stuff didn't even have enough time to talk about, like, they didn't have enough time to make a video and upload that video and talk about this trailer before the trailer dropped itself so that everyone can get it and watch it. So moving in, using this perfect transition to go into what this trailer was all about, this trailer looks pretty cool, and I'm definitely interested in how this Zombies experience is going to play out. So in the trailer, it looks like we're going to be doing some kind of... It's definitely a little bit different from what the zombies experience is in Treyarch, and even what Exo Zombies was like in Advanced Warfare. So all of the zombies experiences that we've had so far have been extremely gritty and just like more or less realistic in that they're dark and they're not meant to be fun and have like you know what I mean. They're really dark. They're really serious. They take themselves seriously, regardless of the colorful perk machines and things falling from the sky and all this other weird stuff and like the funny things that the characters say. They're meant to be taken seriously. They're meant to be a very serious type of gameplay experience. You're supposed to really be like focused, and you go, all right, we're doing this. We got to do this Easter egg. Like we got to do this to figure out what's going on and all this. Whereas this new zombies experience almost just looks like it's just to have fun kind of zombies experience, which I'm totally not against. I'm all for it, but it's like it's a whole new look at the zombies experience, in my opinion. Like the zombies that we have right now are very gritty, very serious. Like it's like a whole different experience from what this new zombies experience is going to be like. This one, they're running through a theme park. It looks like it's on the set of a movie. And even with this wacky Wally or whatever, all of the leaks and stuff, well, leaks, quote-unquote leaks, that we've been getting for Infinite Warfare Zombies have all been like film trailers. Like it's been like a film reel, and we've seen like movie posters, and then we get this package that's sent out to these YouTubers, and it's Wacky Wally's whatever experience, and he's like, oh, you guys want to be on the set of my newest movie? Here's some stuff that you need to wear. And ironically enough, the stuff, or not ironically, but I don't know what the word is that I want to put in here, but I don't even know what the word is now. Damn it. But the stuff that was inside the cases that these YouTubers got is the same stuff that the characters, the in-game characters, are wearing. So clearly those in-game characters are in a movie set, right? If he's telling us, put on this stuff and you'll be perfect for my next movie, and then in his movie the people are already wearing the stuff, makes sense that this whole zombies experience is going to be on a set of a movie. And that's what is really getting my gears going, because I'm excited for this. Because on a movie set, like movies are 100% up in the air. They're up for any kind of interpretation. You can do anything with movies. You can make it extremely realistic. You can make it all kinds of crazy. You can go anywhere and do anything with movies. So that's what I'm kind of excited about for the zombies experience, is that this whole thing that we're going to be doing with the zombies is going to be different every time. It's going to be all for the fun of it. It's not going to be too serious. Like, I don't know if there's still going to be Easter eggs and all that kind of crazy stuff. I assume there will be. I think they've talked about that in press conferences and stuff. But it's not going to be as like a continuing story each time. I think that they're going to actually be doing something different with each new zombies experience. So in the zombies trailer that we got, the very first zombies map is like the Spaceland, or I can't really remember what it's called. It's I don't know, but it's a theme park kind of, and there's all this space stuff that's happening in the theme park. It's still boots on the ground, but there's like rocket ship rides and all this kind of crazy stuff, and these guys are running through this theme park, and the zombies are kind of chasing them, and they're fighting on like they're on like different rides and stuff while they're fighting these zombies, and the rides actually interact with you, and they will crush zombies and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And it looks really interesting in that this whole zombies experience, it's the first one is going to be on a movie set. Well, now we can move on, and what's going to be like, it's on the movie set of a theme park. Well, next zombies experience, say the DLC 1 zombies comes out, maybe we'll get a whole different experience. Like, we can go to the Wild West, or we can go to, like they've done in Buried, we can go to, I don't know, something more of a modern setting in the city or something, where Godzilla is attacking up in the sky, and you gotta, I don't even know. Like, they could do anything with zombies. Like, absolutely anything. They could, like, when it's a movie set, they don't have to take themselves too seriously, like Infinity or like Treyarch Zombies, even though it's wild and crazy and all over the place, they still have to take themselves with a little bit of seriousness. Like, they still have to kind of say, okay, like, we can't get too outlandish, we got to keep it in the same kind of like universe. It's all gonna make sense somehow. and it's all got to, like, we all have to be in these spots for a reason. Like, we've gone to the Pentagon, that was for a reason. We've gone to this area, that was for a reason. Everything has to be, like, serious in the Treyarch Zombies experience, whereas on a movie set in the Infinite Warfare Zombies experience, we can do anything, we can go anywhere, we can be whatever, we can do whatever, and that's what's going to be really cool about the Zombies experience, is that every single DLC, I expect to see something really different, flashy, and new, something that's going to be absolutely insane, like a movie set. Like, you can change it, and you can make whatever into what, like, you can make anything possible. I want to see, like, the craziest ideas that come to life in Infinite Warfare Zombies. Even Advanced Warfare Zombies, there wasn't, like, the craziest ideas. It was all still very serious. I think Advanced Warfare Zombies was actually more serious than the Zombies experience in Treyarch games. But basically what I'm saying is, with a movie set, we can make it completely silly and completely out of the world, like just ridiculousness, and I think that would be really cool. With a movie set, we can have crazy perks, we can have crazy guns, we can have crazy maps and crazy enemies, and just absolutely just take this thing and just go wild with it. It doesn't have to be restrained to one certain type of game, and that's what's going to be really cool about the Zombies experience. I saw a lot of really wacky guns. I saw like a cryolator kind of gun from Fallout where it's like it freezes the zombies on the spot. Like, I saw lots of crazy different things happening in the trailer itself, and I might actually make a secondary video where I'm actually going to go through the trailer again and just kind of write down all the things that I see. I didn't actually do that for this video. I kind of just jumped in and started making this video, but I might make another video maybe tomorrow where I actually go through the trailer and I write down all the interesting things that I see that flash by really quick that you might have missed, and I want to talk about all the crazy kind of stuff that's happening in that trailer. But for now, we're just talking about the main base theme of this and movie sets and all this kind of crazy stuff. I think this is going to be the turning point for Zombies. I don't think that, like, a lot of people are like, oh, this is going to ruin Zombies. Like, Infinite Warfare Zombies is not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be as compelling as Infinite Warfare Zombies. Maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe it can just be a game mode that we play for fun. A lot of the time, like, a big thing about Zombies that I don't like is that it's really fun if you're playing, like, say you're doing the Easter egg, or say you've got your friends and you're all doing this like you're doing the Easter egg, you're doing this fancy game mode or whatever, and Zombies can be really fun, but at some point, unfortunately, it gets boring. It's the same as multiplayer. Multiplayer is really fun as long as you're playing with friends, as long as you're doing this, as long as you have something to go for. But once you complete it all, it gets boring and it gets stale, and you need them to add more DLC. You need them to add more stuff to keep you interested in the game. Same with Zombies in the Treyarch sense, is that I find that the game gets stale because it's the same thing every time. It's the same mission, it's the same this, it's the same that, and it's always so serious. Whereas if we get into a whole new kind of crazy Zombies experience where you're not 100% attached to the characters, and it's really just about having fun and really just about running around and just killing zombies and making a good show for this movie set, I think it could be really interesting. Why does it have to be the same? A lot of people are saying, oh, it's not going to be the same. Why does it have to be the same? Why can't they just make it crazy and be outlandish and have a really fun Zombies experience instead of a really serious one? I think it would be really cool. I'm really looking forward to the Zombies now. I'm not a big Zombies player. Like, I will do the Easter eggs and all that stuff, but I'm not crazy about looking into every little thing. Like, I like watching other people tell me about what's going on in certain, like, I like people to tell me what's going on in the Zombies sort of storyline in the Treyarch Zombies. I'm not 100% up to date with the zombie storyline. I'm not the guy that goes around and listens to every little audio cue and writes down hints and deciphers freaking code and everything like that, but I'm interested in it, but I'm not super serious about it. So maybe this new Zombies experience is for that kind of player. I think most players are like that. They like to do it. They like to do the Easter egg. They like to hit the high rounds, but they're not super crazy about all that stuff. Maybe this new Zombies experience is made for that type of player. Maybe it's made to have fun. It's made to just laugh at and have a fun time. And I'm okay with that. I am super excited for this new Zombies experience. And I think it's just going to be really cool. I think the trailer looks awesome. The way that they promoted it with these mystery boxes and stuff wasn't the brightest idea, in my opinion. It was really lackluster. It was really anticlimactic. But I think the trailer that came out of it is pretty cool looking. We may do another video on it maybe tomorrow or the next day where I talk about the trailer. But yeah, I'm pretty well done with my kind of rant video today, but I'm excited for this new Zombies experience. Let me know what you guys think about this new Zombies experience. What did you think about the trailer? Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Do you like the idea of it being a movie set and not taking itself too seriously? Or would you rather have a very serious, like full straight up like 4 characters that we follow through like this great epic storyline and have to really take it seriously and be rooting for these characters? Like, do you care about the characters, or do you think it'll be more fun just to have 4 alternating characters in each game and having an alternating movie set each time and getting to experience different things in Zombies? What do you guys think about this whole new Zombies experience? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, if you agreed with anything you heard, or if you learned anything useful. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to be doing more zombie stuff in the future. I have a couple topics that I've been saving up from zombies for quite some time. And of course, like I said, we may be doing more zombie stuff in the future. As they release more Infinite Warfare zombie stuff, we'll be talking about it here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Man, this turned out to be a lot longer than I anticipated it to be. But instead of making a couple different videos, I kind of just crammed them all together. And we're definitely chugging along here in for the zombies on this channel. I think we're gonna start making more zombies videos. I'm trying my best to get as much zombies content out as I can, but multiplayer is still #1 in my heart, in my eyes, in my brain, and all that other kind of stuff. So multiplayer stuff comes first. Speaking of multiplayer stuff, we're going to be doing a supply drop opening hopefully tomorrow. I was going to do that today until all this news came out, but make sure you subscribe so you get that. I'm going to stop talking now, man. I'm just going to get carried away and start talking about something else now. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff. Check out the first video of the day by clicking on the card in the top right corner, the link in the description, or whatever floats your boat, whatever lights your fancy. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.
Slaughter is my middle